ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुर्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of my spiritual master, who has opened my eyes of ignorance with the torch of knowledge. My dear boys and girls, I thank you very much for participating in our Sankirtan. It is very simple, chanting the 16 words, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Actually, there are only 3 words, Hare, Krishna and Rama. It is not difficult. Everyone can immediately, within a second, can chant these 3 names, Hare, Krishna and Rama. But to make it still easier and suitable, they have been arranged in 2 lines of 8 words each line. That is very rhythmic, and one feels immediately transcendental pleasure to chant. It is not happening. We have chanted about exactly half an hour, but if we chant in 24 hours, you will never feel tired. That is the significance, practical. You will feel more and more enthusiastic to chant. Our boys and girls do that. In the beginning, of course, you may not understand, but you take to this practice of chanting, you will feel immediately transcendental pleasure. I saw, although some of you could not join us in dancing and chanting, but you are from your seat, you are trying to dance, that I have seen. It is practical. We have seen even children, they immediately take to this dancing and chant. So it is not very difficult. The most easy process of transcendental realization. We don't ask you to press your nose or put your head downwards and make some gymnastic. No. In whatever condition you are, it doesn't matter. You simply chant the 16 names. There is no secrecy. We are not charging any fees that you pay me so many dollars, I'll give you a secret mantra and you will say. No, it is open. It is distributed freely. Simply you have to take that. The result will be great. Make an experiment. You have no loss. You haven't got to pay anything. But if you take this, the result will be very, very great, which has no comparison in this world. That is practice. So result is, that is stated by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who inaugurated this movement. You see this picture, 5 learned Brahmins. In the center there is one picture who is Lord Chaitanya. He started this movement when he was only 17 years old, a boy only, a school boy. He was a student, but he introduced this movement 500 years ago, and some of the elderly men, as you see, one elderly man with beard, he also helped him, and the others. Actually, this movement was originally started by young boys. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu and Advaita Prabhu. They started. And there was a great agitation against them by the Brahmins, priestly Brahmins at that time. So, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu picked up these 16 words from Vedic literature. It is not that he manufactured something, no. In the Vedic way, there is no question of manufacturing something, religious process, no. Just like you cannot manufacture law. In your state, privately, you cannot manufacture law. The law is given by the state. Similarly, any process for self-realization, you cannot manufacture. That is to be taken directly from God and His representative. That is the verdict of Srimad Bhagavatam. Dharmantu sakshat bhagavat pranekam. In the Bhagavad Gita also, it is stated, Jada jada hi dharmasya glani bhavati abhuttanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamaham. Whenever there is discrepancies in the religious principle, then the Lord says that I appear to establish the real purpose of religiosity. That is going on. So, according to our Vedic principle, there is no question of manufacturing a new type of religion, no. So Lord Chaitanya introduced this Hare Krishna movement, not that he manufactured something, no. It is stated in the Agni Purana. Perhaps you have heard there are 18 Puranas. Out of that, one Purana is called Agni Purana. And another Puran is called Brahma Vaivarta Puran. So in these two Purans and many other Puranas also, this Hare Krishna movement is there. That in this age means this age of Kali, where everything is based on disagreement and dissension. Nobody will agree with others' proposal. Everyone is thinking that I am independent, I can think in my own way, I can have my own process of self-realization, so many. Therefore, it is recommended in this age that for self-realization, these mantras, 16 mantras, should be chanted, faithful. It is stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam and other Vedic literatures. It is stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam as follows. Krite jadhyato Vishnu tritayang jajato makhai. In the golden age, when everyone was pious, at that time meditation was recommendation. Meditation. Krite jadhyato Vishnu. Meditation on Vishnu. Tretayang jagato makhai. In the next stage, the recommendation was to perform great sacrifices. And the next stage was recommended for temple worship or church worship or mosque worship. Kiteja dhyato Vishnu tretayang jagato makhai. Dapare parichajya. Dapar, next stage, just the age, about 5,000 years ago, the age was called Daparaju. At that time, temple worship was very gorgeous and very successful. Now, in this age, Kali Yuga, which has begun about 5,000 years past, In this age, it is recommended, Kalau tad harikirtana. You can realize yourself simply by chanting this Hare Krishna mantra. And if you take to this simple process, the result will be that Cheta Darpana Marjanam, the rubbish thing which has gathered in your heart will be cleansed. And what is the rubbish thing? That rubbish thing is also described that jasatma buddhi knapetri dhatu. Anyone, these are the description of rubbish things. Anyone who is thinking this body, this bundle of skin and bones, says this self. This skin and I am to say blood and intestines and stools and urine, this body means combination of all these nice things. Skin, the bone when you touch, according to a Hindu scripture, one has to take bath. So that bone is within you. Blood is also sometimes accepted as contagious. So this is not this self. Everyone is thinking that I am this body. This is rubbish. So if you chant this Hare Krishna, then you will very easily understand that you are not this body. You are spirit soul. Aham Brahmasmi. I am Brahma. Chetadatpuna marjana. That is the first installment. You will understand. For self-realization, there are so many different processes. There are mystic yogis, there are philosophical speculators, there are karmis, there are jnanis, but this process, immediately you will realize that you are not this body, you are not matter, you are spirit soul, Chetadarpanamat. And as soon as you understand that you are not this body, you are not matter, that you are spirit soul, then immediately you become joyful. That is stated in the Bhagavad Gita, and actually it is a fact. Brahma bhuta prasannatma na sochati na kankhati. As soon as one becomes elevated to the platform of spiritual realization, self-realization, immediately he will be free from all anxieties. Material life means full of anxieties. However great you may be, you are always full of anxieties. But if you come to the platform of spiritual realization, immediately you become free from anxieties. This is the test. Simply by advertising that you have elevated to the highest platform stage by taking some drugs or medicine or this or that way. No. The result will be practical, that will immediately feel joyful. Brahma bhuta prasannatma nasochati na kankhati. And what is the symptom of joyous life? No more hankering, no more lamenting. So long we are in the material stage, we have got two kinds of business. We are hankering after something which we do not possess, and we are lamenting after something which we have lost. So as soon as you come to the spiritual platform, then you will understand that I do not belong to this material world. So what is my gain and what is my loss? I do not belong to this platform at all. Suppose we are sitting in this room. Because I do not belong to this room, if there is some loss in this room or in gain in this room, we are not interested. We are not interested. Similarly, this is self-realization. So, if you chant this Hare Krishna mantra, your self-realization will be possible on the second stage. First stage you will realize that you are not matter, but you are spirit, soul, Brahma, and the second stage is Cetadarpanamarjanam Bhava Mahadavagni Nirbhapam. Bhava Mahadavagni means these material anxieties. It is compared with forest fire. Forest fire means in this material world, everyone wants to be happy. That is a fact, everyone. But by some cause or by some way, there is a fire just like forest fire. Nobody is interested to go in the forest and set fire there. But there is fire, automatically. Similarly, this world, nobody wants war, nobody wants famine, nobody wants earthquake, nobody wants a disease, nobody wants death. But these things happening, it will happen. Even if you do not want, you cannot, combat all these attacks of the material nature. That is the way of material nature. Therefore, self-realization is the opportunity of this human form of life. This human form of life, according to most of you, many of you, may be students of anthropology, of Darwin's theory, that the life is evolving. This anthropology, long years, was stated in the Padma Purana. It is stated, asitis chaturans chaiva brahmadvi jiva jatis. Brahmadvi jiva jatis. These very words are there. These are Sanskrit words. What is that? Asiti chaturans chaiva. And we have got this human form of life, civilized form of life. This life has to be properly utilized. That is the whole purpose of Vedic literature. It is not to be spoiled like cats and dogs, simplified sense gratification. One has to control the sense life or animal life and take to tapa. This very word is used there. Tapa means austerity, penance. You have read in the Indian history that there were many great sages, even kings. They left everything. They went to the forest for practicing austerity and penances. Very recently, every one of you know it, that Lord Buddha, he was also Indian, he was also a Kshatriya, a prince, but he left everything and he went to the forest for self-realization. So this self-realization process is to be achieved by this human form of life. That is our Krishna Consciousness movement is indicating everyone, we are teaching everyone that don't spoil your this rare human form of life simply by engaging yourself in the matter of sense gratification. Because sense gratification, ample or sufficient sense gratification opportunity you had even in the hog's life. Because we have migrated, we have evolved from hog's life also. Sometimes we had been a hog or a dog or something like that. And now we have come to the stage of life. These lives should not be spoiled like the cats, dogs and hogs. But we should have some restraint and realize ourselves. This possibility is there simply by chanting these 16 words. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is possible, this is practical. Since I came to your country in 1965, of course for 1 year I was traveling here and there, but in 1966 I established first my class in New York and 26 Second Avenue. Then there are many branches now. We have got about 16 branches all over your country. And these students, they are chanting and they have taken to the austerity. I don't accept any cheap student or cheap disciple. My first condition is that there is no illicit sex life. There is no intoxication. There is no gambling and there is no meat eating. These four principles are there. But all my students in these 20, about 16, one in London, one in Germany, but you will be surprised that all these boys and girls, they are taken to this austerity very seriously. They are not drinking even tea or smoking a cigarette. So spiritual life does not mean a whimsical life. It is first of all basic principle is a building character. In the Bhagavad Gita, you will find that when Arjuna is accepting Lord Krishna, he is saying that Param Brahma Param Dhama Pavitrang Paramam Bhavan. My dear Lord Krishna, you are the most purest, most pure. Param Brahma, Param Dhama. You are the Supreme Lord, you are pure. The idea is, if you want to have spiritual life, you have also become pure. Without being pure, that's pureness. This evolution means gradual process of purifying process. You are distinct from cats and dogs, means your body is purified than the body of the cats and dogs. So purification required. The first principle of purification are these four regulative principles. So they are taken to this very easily. Some of them students, they were 6 months ago, they are not my students, but by chanting Hare Krishna, they are seriously taken to these principles of austerity. That is stated by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that Cheta Darpana Marjana. As soon as you come to the understanding that I am not this I am not matter, I am spirit soul, immediately this process will follow, that you will have no unnecessary material demand. Smoking is not a necessary thing, but you have learned it by society or by company. So it is not necessary, it is unnecessary. Similarly, gambling is also unnecessary. Similarly, illicit sex life is also unnecessary. All these things are unnecessary. But we have gathered by some association by company. Similarly, you can give it up also by association. So, Cheta Darpana Marjanam Bhava Mahadavagna. And unless you purify yourself, you cannot understand yourself or the position of God. It is stated all these in the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. Evam prasanna manaso Bhagavad Bhakti Yogata Bhagavad Tattva Vijnana Mukta Sangasya Jaya. Prasanna manasu. You have to first of all place yourself in a platform which is free of all anxiety. Evam prasanna manasu. Prasanna means full of joy, full of life. Evam prasanna. That can be achieved simply by practicing this Krishna consciousness, devotional service to the Lord. Evam prasanna manasu Bhagavad Bhakti Yoga. Bhagavad Tattva Vijnana. This science of God is not a petty thing. You see, we are going to understand the supreme cause of everything. What is God? God means the supreme, the ultimate cause of sarva karana karana. That is stated in the Brahma Samhita. Just like you are searching out what is the cause of this thing, what is this cause of this thing, you go on searching. When you come to the ultimate cause, that is God. That is explained in the, Vedanta Sutra. The Vedanta Sutra, the first code is Athata Brahma Jignasa. Now let us discuss about the supreme absolute truth. And immediately the answer is, what is Brahma? Janmadasya Jataha, the ultimate source of everything. The simple one. You have to find out the ultimate source of everything, the cause of all causes. Then you have found out God. Don't accept a nonsense as God. Find out the cause of God, ultimate cause, where there is no more cause. He is the ultimate cause. That is stated in Brahma Samhita and all Vedic literature, just like in the Brahma Samhita it is stated, Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadi Radi Govinda Sarva Karana Karana. This Sarva Karana Karana, cause of all causes. Of course, it is not possible to explain all the science of God immediately within half an hour or 15 minutes. It is not possible. But our request is that don't spoil your human form of life. You are all young boys and girls. You have got ample time. I am an old man. I will die, say, within 5 or 10 years, but we will live at least for 60, 70, 80 years. Cultivate this knowledge, Krishna consciousness, and you will be happy. Your life will be successful. That is all. And the method is simple. Chant Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. If you simply chant, that is sufficient for your self-realization. But if you want to study this philosophy or the science of God through your philosophy and argument, logic, we have got enough stock of books. We have got 60 volumes of Srimad Bhagavatam. Already we have published 5 volumes. We have got Bhagavad Gita as it is. We have got teachings of Lord Chaitanya. We are publishing Back to Godhead paper. So if you want to understand this philosophy by your learning, by your academic career, we have got sufficient stock to supply. Sufficient stock. Don't think that we are all sentimentalists, simply dancing. No. There is background. There is a background if you want. You are all educated boys and girls. Try to understand this philosophy of Krishna consciousness. Your life will be successful. That is all. I will not take much of your time. Now, if you have got anything to ask from me, I shall reply for 15 minutes. Then I shall again begin our chanting, and I shall request you that you also join with our chanting. That is all. Thank you very much. You have got any question? More or less. Thank you. There is no question. Then chant Hare Krishna. Huh? Yeah,